Today's video is how do beliefs truly work in manifesting, and I'm going to take the example of a specific person. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sabine. I am a manifesting coach. If you are new to this channel, welcome to you. On this channel we talk about spirituality, mindset, self-confidence, self-love, manifestation, and anything in between for you to improve your life and change the aspects of your life that you want. I decided to do this video because I want to show you that it's not that you have to believe 100% in what you are manifesting for it to manifest. What happens is that you manifest what you believe to be true to some extent, but you do not have to believe in what you are manifesting for it to happen. In fact, your manifestation will happen as long as your belief is not contradicted by a more powerful opposite belief, and still the essence of what you initially wanted to manifest will still have been activated, whether you believe in it or not. Okay, so just to be clear, let me give you an example of what I've just said. Let's say that Lola wants to get married to Peter. She wants a wedding associated with Peter. The issue is Lola is convinced that Peter doesn't love her and will never propose to her, but she still wants to get married. Only she thinks that if Peter doesn't propose soon after spending already 5 years together, this might as well be 5 years of her life that she still will have wasted. In other words, she is after the wedding more than the choice of the husband. She wants for her time and energy in this relationship to be rewarded in some way. She starts resenting Peter, who still doesn't propose to her and doesn't give any signal that he's going to. She starts looking for advice to manifest a proposal. Her frustration grows as her best friend just announced that she's pregnant while she still waits herself to be proposed. She even decides to break up with Peter, but she is devastated to have wasted so much time with him. She is not mourning the relationship with him because, to be fair, she wasn't into him in the end, but she is mourning the essence of the relationship, the habits she liked when she was in a relationship. She decides to find love online, but quickly finds out that it's not her thing. So now she has two options: wait for the love to show up, or start searching for places where the man of her dreams could go out to so that she can hang out in the same place. She talks about her project to her best friend, who does know a thing or two about manifesting, and Lola decides to give it a go. She realizes that she needs to imagine herself as a wife and thinks that this will be her story from now on. 5 weeks later, she meets Tom. Tom falls in love with Lola very quickly, and to Lola's surprise and delight, he proposes to her 3 months later at a romantic dinner. So why did that happen so quickly? Number one, Lola didn't have resistance on the wedding proposal anymore. She was just convinced that Peter wouldn't propose to her, so she unconsciously triggered a situation when they broke up to free up space for her desire to evolve and manifest. Number two, when Lola got clear that she wanted to get married, she did activate in that instant the desire in her quantum bubble. In other words, a wedding proposal started being orchestrated behind the scenes as soon as she emitted the desire to get married. Number three, when Lola met Tom, everything went smoothly. And even though Lola wasn't expecting to be proposed so soon after meeting Tom, The fact that she had already activated a proposal a few months back sped up the process. Since there was no more resistance, she got proposed as she wanted, except that it wasn't from Peter. To sum up, Lola was clear about the fact that she wanted to become a wife. She created resistance as she tried to make Peter propose while being convinced that he wouldn't. She didn't care too much about who she was going to marry, and to be fair, she wasn't too keen on Peter, but she liked the status of being in a relationship. When she broke up with Peter, she didn't think that she wouldn't marry anymore. She just wasn't sure where to look for a husband. But meeting someone became her priority, not the wedding proposal anymore. In other words, she had no neediness or attachment to a proposal as such, and she thought that it could take a while before Tom could propose. So she was relaxed about it because she knew that Tom loved her. Because she offered no resistance and because there was a wedding already installed in her quantum bubble, her desire became true very quickly. Now, this is not to say that she couldn't have been proposed by Peter in the first place, but for it to happen, she would have had to shift her assumption of Peter not being willing to get married to an assumption of, yes, of course, this is happening now. Peter is so happy to marry me. That sort of assumptions. And this explains how beliefs work in manifesting. You see, you don't need to believe 100% in what you are manifesting. But Lola, in her case, she persisted in her desire and she placed her attention where needed for her desire to manifest, without clinging to her desire and trying to believe it was going to happen. When she met Tom and everything went smoothly, she did expect to be proposed, but she wasn't quite too sure when, nor did it matter for her anymore because she kind of knew that it would be happening anyway. And that was the video for today. I hope you have enjoyed it. If that is the case, please remember to give it a thumbs up. And until next time, happy manifesting!